woman who just moved into her new home discovered something eerie. Hidden on the basement wall was a rope. Puzzled, she pulled on it, and a secret door slowly opened. Curiosity got the better of Allie, and she walked right in, only to find a dilapidated hidden room with a filthy iron bed, a foul-smelling bucket, and a camera on a tripod. What terrified her even more was the bloody handprint on the wall. Freaked out, Allie immediately demanded her husband that they move out. She was convinced the previous homeowner must have been a vicious, twisted individual. However, her husband was intrigued and determined to investigate further. Strangely, after waiting at the door for hours, Allie's husband still hadn't come back up. She had no choice but to go in and search for him, using her phone's flashlight. After a thorough search, she discovered another hidden door. As Allie slowly opened it, a deep and dark tunnel came into view. She called out for her husband, and soon his cries for help echoed from below. Despite being scared out of her wits, Allie had to muster up the courage to enter the tunnel for her husband's safety. As she ventured deeper, Allie found the path to be intricate and complex, with piles of iron cages in the corners. Suddenly, her husband frantically crawled over, looking terrified, and told Allie there was a monster down there that had bitten him. But just as they were about to flee, the monster chased after them, brutally killing the husband. Allie was then imprisoned in the dungeon, surviving on the monster mother's milk every day. A month later, a wealthy man bought the house in full. He also discovered the tunnel, but his first reaction wasn't fear. Instead, he grabbed a tape measure and started measuring the area at the bottom, thinking that selling this extra long piece of land could easily double his money. However, halfway through measuring, he suddenly noticed a light emanating from a hidden room not far away. The bold man walked straight up to it, only to find an extremely filthy bedding on the floor and a mini TV. As Nick was still puzzling over this, he noticed an unknown creature constantly pulling on the tape measure in his hand. In no time, the tape measure slipped out of his hand and disappeared into the darkness. Realizing something was off, Nick took off running, but in his panic, he accidentally fell into the dungeon cage where Allie was also being held by the monster.